Well, that's been a while. Haven't had to ban a bot in a long time. That's a red flag if I ever felt one. Just a courtesy warning, just because it's happened and because I'm a planner. If we have any mass botting, which I understand is happening again on Twitch, I'm going to start by going to follower only mode, then to sub only mode if it does not solve the problem. Just a courtesy that I have a plan. It's going to be a little bit of a different show here tonight for Monday Night Baseball. Not so much baseball, more just seeing what's going on. Aiden says it best, the next 22 hours and 45 minutes are going to be exciting as the trade deadline approaches here for the 2025 season. We enter tonight's broadcast about 3 days from the deadline, 3 sim days that is. We're going to sim right to the deadline. In fact, we're going to sim and we're going to stop on Wednesday. We will not advance to Thursday, but we will get the games in. So that way, when the trade deadline's done and everything's finished, I'll import, I'll do the trades, I'll send a team file out, getting us to the 31st, and we will be upright and functional. Thank you again to Coach for the gifted sub. That one landed on Phoenix, if I recall. Coach, thank you as always for your kindness. Sincerely appreciate it. DMs flying around more than Danny's bonnets. That's saying an awful lot. I am waiting for this monumental trade that I could not imagine. Do we have Raiders? We do. Perfect timing. Perfect timing indeed. Thank you, Aaron, for the raid.
Let's go while we're young.
Okay. Raids are a better enough time to get ourselves going, don't you think? Let's do this slightly unorthodox version of the FKN. Let's go.
Welcome. Come in. Fish victims for my ever-growing army of the undead.
Sir, you have to let go of the button.
Well, son of a bitch.
That's a professional streamer. See, there's the raid. It was just waiting for us to jump over so that we could do the raid properly. Thank you, Aaron, for sending in your party. Welcome to those of you who've never been here before. It is the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. I am a Twitch partner. I am the commish. Now, everyone calls me commish. My friends will call me LB. My wife, she'll call me things with 4-letter words. Not tonight, though, and that's the reason for this show. But nonetheless, she earns that right, so leave it for her. And in the immortal words of that duck who loves to censor you...
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
Yes, Daffy, we know. You just love your line. It is. It's not a G-rated show, but we're still PG, so we try to keep it fairly clean here. Although, you know, there's a reason we have Michael Scott always in the wings, because, you know, we like not only our dad jokes, but our, you know, our fun jokes, if you know what I mean.
That's what she said.
Hey, when does Perfect Team go live? When it does. That's the only answer I can give you. I have no idea. And you know what? I should get a bot working to install dad jokes going forward so that we can get new, fresh content, you know? Could always do pickup lines. I did a joking pickup line so I could try to see if it would get a chuckle. It was all in good fun to the wife. So I basically said, you know, babe, I wish I was cross-eyed so I could see you twice.
Welcome.
That's exactly what she said. She ding-donged me on that one. So, Yeah, I got the 5 o'clock shadow. I figured I would shave after. So, yeah, unfortunately, the 5 o'clock shadow is getting more and more gray as things go along. You know what I mean? Yikes. So, it is a slightly different edition of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. We have no game of the night tonight. I want to apologize in advance for that. Rocky Draws, my famous artist, the person behind all the emotes that you get to enjoy here on the show. Busy gal. She is doing heavy rehearsal this week for her 3-show production this weekend. And the show could finish anywhere between 8 and 9. And it's 7:16 right now. No chance in heck we were going to get a game done. It's right in the middle of bedtime. All the littles are going to be scrambling for bedtime at that time under the Mrs. Tasmanian Devil, also known as Mrs. Kamish. Hey, Tom. So because of that, I'm on dad duty tonight, which means no beer of the night tonight. We are officially doing the water with Propel, since I do have to drive and get her and what I call my adopted daughter, a very good friend of the family who's a great friend to my daughter, the type that I'm like, if you ever screw that up, if you ever lose her as a friend, we might disown you type of person. So, and unfortunately, her mom has not been doing well with a possible risk of pancreatic cancer. So, yeah, we're trying to take on that extra load, but unfortunately, it means due to this, we got to do a slightly different version of the schedule this week. However, that might work better for you guys out there, our GMs, because it gets them some final closure. Beer of the night is Aquafina Light. Well, yeah. It's Propel grape flavor is what it is. So I remind you of Jimmy Dugan in A League of Their Own. Okay, yeah, I can live with that. Do you want me to do like Jimmy Dugan as well? You know.
Watch your language, you bud. We're on the air. Watch your language, you bud. We're on the air.
Do you want me to do that too? So. I will do my best to never do what Jimmy Dugan did during one particular inning for 30 minutes, in which he said, well, if you're going to do something, we might as well do it right. So, yeah, I'll try not to do that. So. Anyway, avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan. That's good advice. So, love that movie. Alrighty, so we're going to do things a little different tonight. We've got 3 days to sim, and that's what we're just going to do. We're going to sim it, but we're going to have a little bit of fun here. So here is the fun part. I'm going to give you guys 4 chances to win 25 balls of yarn tonight. And I'm going to give you one freebie. But it's on a request. So I will get to that in a moment. Here's the fun stuff. First things first. Who out there is going to keep track of the game that I'm got tonight for you? It's a little different, but still betting is on the line. Here's the good news. Because of the change in schedule, because I might have to leave on a moment's notice, what I would like you to do is, again, you cannot lose tonight. You cannot lose balls of yarn tonight, with the exception of Heist, guys, in case you try to pull that fast one on me. No, I'm not. Heist, tread as you wish. Watch out for samurai doges with sharp, pointy things. So, let's see. Kyle Schwarber. Yeah, we could have Kyle Schwarber to Angel Hernandez speak. Who's the game of the night tonight? Yes, is the official answer. So here is the game that we will play tonight. We're going to play Who Wins Series. I've picked 4 series that you're going to bet on. You're going to decide who's going to win that series. I didn't make it easy on you. I made it as close of a matchup as possible on 4 of them. The 5th series, I'll talk about in a moment. So again, we're going to sim 3 games, 3 days. If there's any major injuries, I will allow a GM that's here to be able to make adjustments. I don't know, Mark. Third base. Okay. So so again, who's keeping tracks? I don't know if Sadier's here. I don't know if someone else wants to keep track. Minerva's been doing track recently. It's super easy. You just got to track which team everyone's talking about. But I'm going to ask you, hi Sadier, I'm going to ask you not to place a bet until you know all 4 teams to bet on, or 4 matchups to bet on. It's as simple as this. You're just betting on which team you think wins the series. I will give you the 4 series that we will be having. You'll win in what? Okay, so again, 25 balls of yarn are at stake. If you guess wrong, you cannot lose. Not tonight. You cannot lose balls of yarn for picking the wrong side, like you normally would on a regular night. So a chance to win up to 100 balls of yarn tonight. And there'll be one special. The special, I want you to listen to the instructions. This may not benefit you if you're one who does not stick around much. So we'll see how this goes. First series. Making sure that I see each series. I'm double checking. One sec. Almost ready. Making sure I have, yep. Perfect. Okay. All right. So all series I have selected all have 3 games, so there will be a winner in the series. Even if a series has a 4th game, that has no relevance to this game that we're doing tonight. Again, pick the proper right team. Pick the right team. You'll win 25 balls of yarn that wins the series. So they must win at least 2 games for you to get credit. First series, Tigers, Red Sox. Tigers, Red Sox. All bets must be in. It's 7:23. All bets must be in by 7:30. Wait a minute. Don't bet yet. Don't bet yet. Make a note. Okay, please don't put the bets in the chat yet. Write down what series this is, or make a note so you're ready to go. If you're putting a bet in right now, it does not count. Because I want you to put in all 4 of your bets simultaneously so that if Sadier, thank you Sadier, so Sadier can basically copy and paste your information so he has it as easy as possible. So again, no bets officially yet. First series, Detroit against Boston at Fenway Park. You'll see the matchups. I'll let you look at the matchups quickly. Matt Manning scheduled against Mike Kennedy. Game 2, Denny Reyes will take on Framber Valdez. Valdez looking for his 10th win. Third game, Fraser Perez will take on Pablo Lopez. Both have won more than they've lost this year. Those are the 3 games. Even if there was a 4th game in the series, does not matter. You're just looking to see who wins in this 3. Yes, I want to see Fenway, and I keep telling Billy to do it. Monday nights, unfortunately, he still plays D&D with an old group that I used to play with. I'd like to, but life gets in the way. So, no, he's not available on Mondays. And Sundays, unfortunately, he's doing the rounds at his job, so he's not able to do it then. Wednesday's probably our best chance to get him in. We'll keep hoping. But hey, even if he gets some assistant GMs that might act in his place, we'll get him there. I'd like to do that too. Here's a non-boss battle message because Switch won't let me send it again until I put something else first. Funny. All right, so Red Sox, Tigers at Fenway Park. That's your first series. Second series, St. Louis and the Mets. Gianfran Escalona, Game 1, 10-game winner at eMLB best 1.86 ERA in Game 1. Game 2, Jeremy Frank, 10-3, 2.70 ERA. Yes, the Lexington Legends, Jeremy Frank. He's got Franklin Parra scheduled to face him. Parra getting his first start of the season. Third game of that series, Dakota Hudson will take on Eric Carpenter. Again, I didn't make this easy on you guys. Twitch once said we don't have engagement, but that purple check mark tells us we had enough to at least earn that. So I guess it's not as important anymore, but still, you know, I want you to engage. So, all right, so there's your 2 series so far. Red Sox against the Tigers, Cardinals against the Mets. Next series, Cincinnati against the Giants. Both are sub 500. Both have had streaks of late. Who do you go for? Andre Palat will take on Sean Gell in Game 1. Game 2. Tyler Baum, who's gotten 2 wins in a row, takes on Jeremy Hoxie, who's one of the better pitchers on the Giants organization. Third game, afternoon game. That's Victor Munoz will take on Ridge Heisler. So again, didn't make it easy. Teams are pretty similar. So there's your third series. In Series 1, Detroit-Boston. Series 2, Cardinals-Mets. Series 3, Reds-Giants. Your fourth series, the Battle of Chicago. Cubs-White Sox. Brent Honeywell taking on Jalen Beeks. Go ahead and start putting them in. You now know all 4 series. Cubs-White Sox. There's no parlaying. Game 2. Braylon Marquez against Denny Martinez. Martinez looking for win number 10 for the White Sox. Final game. Kevin Abel against Daniel Richardson. I understand this is a home-and-home series. You'll notice they switch in this 4-game series. Again, we only care about who you think wins the 3 games that are being simmed tonight. Remember, we're not stopping. The reason I'm not telling you can bet now, Aiden, is the 5th one doesn't require a bet. It's a special game. So you can put your bets in now. Say to your thank you very much. I hope I did not complicate this for you. I appreciate your help on that. Everyone's putting their bets in again. 25 balls of yarn if you pick the right team. No balls of yarn lost if you pick the wrong team. One more time. Tigers, Red Sox, Cardinals, Mets, Reds, Giants, and the Battle of Chicago, Cubs, White Sox. You're betting on who you think wins the series of each of these 4 series. 4 chances to win, 25 balls of yarn each. Here's your special game. A's Rangers. You don't have to bet. All you have to do is be here. Whether I finish early because my kid is ready, because they've got that type of teacher that expects you to drop everything. So whether my kid is ready or I finish the 3 days, this is our special. And no, I'm not doing this to pick on Jamie or anything, who I don't know if he's here. He's our international man of mystery. It's midnight plus where he is right now, or near it. So, if the A's win 2 out of 3, if Danny Smith magic continues to happen for the Athletics, everybody who's in the chat gets 50 balls of yarn as long as you're here at the time I reward it. You have to be a viewer at the time I'm watching this show. So if the A's win 2 games, just being in the chat, you earn 50 balls of yarn automatically. But you have to be here, because I will do the command at that time. I double checked it to make sure it works. So there you go. Chance to win 150 balls of yarn. 4 of them are on you. You have to decide which one, and I did not make it easy. But the bonus special, can the A's beat the Rangers? Can Danny Smith Magic continue where they'll win at least 2 games in that series? I'm pretty sure they've got 3. Yes, they do. So in that one, Duplantier will take on Hans Kraus. Second game of the series, AJ Labas has been pretty respectable, but shows Sean Reed Foley looking for win number 9. I don't think Jamie's here. Final game. Tomoyuki Sugano, although he's injured. Well, no, he'll be fine by then. Yeah, I don't want it to feel like Jamie's being picked on. He's not. It's just coincidence. So, Cole Wynn will be taking on Tomoyuki Sugano in that one.
If you would join us.
Nate Does Games, now a follower here. Welcome to the Flufficated Ninja Show. Thank you for hitting the follow button there. So, anyone not understanding the instructions for our little fun game tonight? 4 series for you to bet on. We're getting close to ending this. Detroit Red Sox, which one wins? Cardinals Mets, which one wins at least 2 games? That's all you need. They need to win 2 games to be the winner. Cubs White Sox, Reds Giants. Those are the 4 you're betting on. Your side one, where you've got no skin in the game and you've got no influence, if the A's beat the Rangers, you are here, you will win 50 balls of yarn. That's it. You just got to be here. Don't care if you're lurking. Don't care if you're a lurker. Don't care if I've never heard of you before. Thank you for watching. You will get 50 balls of yarn just for having your eyeballs here on the FKN tonight. Simple as that. All right, let's get to the games because I've stalled it long enough. You'll get one last chance to bet, and it will be before I hit the advance button. Oh, by the way, I forgot. I got to make sure I have Stats Plus desktop ready to go so that the Discord, as always, properly populates. And if you are like, what? Discord? Well, there you go. There's the link to join us in the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Discord, because if you are just here and not in the Discord, you're only getting about a third of the story at most. You're not seeing the amazing articles being written by both our GMs as well as our players. You're not seeing the trades going on and what eMLB SportsNet thinks of it as well. And yes, please, then thank you. Also, you want to get more content. This content gets carried over to YouTube after it's been scrubbed, cleaned, dissected. Got to have Hi, Andrew. That gives him at least one thing he'll have to edit tonight. So, all right. So this will properly be brought over to our YouTube channel and there exclusively, the eMLB Insider Podcast, where we've had some excellent interviews of late with some of our community creative players. We've had GMs. Aiden Pearson came on and spoke about things for him. And again, the great insight between Anju Pays and Jordan Cage 28. Again, the trading deadline is tomorrow. A lot to be hearing about. I just had a text, and thank God it's not my daughter. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" So we'll see how things develop here, because the trade deadline is getting to 22 hours and 25 minutes before no more trades for the rest of this season, and you've got what you've got. All right, so let's start with interleague action in Baltimore as the Rockies are in town to take on the Orioles. We've got Chris Archer on the hill, scheduled to take on the man simply nicknamed the Nutball. Jim Reed, for a Nutball, is pretty solid. 9-2, 2.26 ERA. Ready, set, stream over. Yeah, good night. No, I'm trying not to do that. So, the kid does have a computer just in case there is any reason to go on. So I'm stalling just for purposes of giving you guys a chance to get your bets in. If you need a reminder on the bets, please speak up and do so, because as soon as I hit the play button, you're out of luck. The Padres will take on the Jays. Mackenzie Gore will do battle against Juan Coelho. I'll tell you, Juan Coelho, normally you think that's must-watch broadcast baseball, but he's not been stellar this year. 7-11 with a mid-5 ERA. Let's hope we get some vintage Coelho coming in so that Mackenzie Gore will have a challenge for himself. Again, the Padres are on cruise control at this particular moment. Very comfortable lead in the National League West. One of our 4 matchups that you're betting on, Tigers will take on the Red Sox. Tigers 60-39 so far this year, 10 games over 500 on the road. They'll send Matt Manning to the hill, who's trying to get back to 500. Mike Kennedy, who was acquired from the Pirates, is 1-3, but he has no record thus far in his time in Boston. He'll look for win number 1 at Fenway Park tonight. The Athletics will take on the Rangers. Again, that's our bonus coverage. If the A's win 1, then you guys are halfway to winning 50 balls of yarn. All of you, no matter who joins in the betting game or not, everybody can win 50 balls of yarn if the Athletics win 2 of 3 games tonight. Rangers in their way. Hans Kraus will try to combat him. He's 7-4 with a 376. Here's why I made it the special. Athletics come into this game just 10 wins in 46 attempts on the road this year. They have not done well on the road. So we'll see if they can turn it around here in this little special game we're doing. The Battle of Chicago will start in the South Side as the White Sox will host the Cubs for 2 games. Then there'll be 2 at Wrigley Field. Again, you're focused on just the first 3 for purposes of of winning betting balls of yarn, that is. Brent Honeywell will take on Jalen Beeks. That's an 8-10 game. Yankees will take on the Astros. Bob Thomas, the 1.0 stud, will start for the Bronx Bombers. He's 1-0 with a 242. Corbin Martin will oppose him, 7-8 on the year. Finally, Angels will take on the Royals tonight. Alejandro Rosario has been stellar in his rookie year, 8-3 with a 336. He will take on, is it Sean Clisby? I don't even know how he pronounces it, but the Angels will take on the Royals, 8:15 tonight at Kauffman Stadium. Just 4 games on the National League docket. We start with the Phillies and the Marlins. Jake Willis will be on the hill against Brian Abreu. It's been an injury-plagued year for Abreu, but when he's been there, he's been stellar. Sub-2 ERA for him. Phillies in the hunt for the National League East at this point. Yeah, the ERA is saying otherwise, yes. Cardinals and the Mets, another one of the 4 series you will be betting on. Which team wins at least 2 games? That's what we'll find out. Cardinals send Jack Flaherty to the hill. He's 8-7 with a 3.7 ERA. Not bad, but when you got Gianfran Escalona, the current ERA leader in the entire baseball universe of eMLB, 10-3 with a 1.86 ERA. Escalona has been electric all season. Again, quoting Denbrew, you're just worried every pitch Escalona throws is going to be the next one that injures him for some time. He has been known to be fairly injury prone, but he has been solid so far this year. This, again, one of the series you can bet on. Diamondbacks will take on the Brewers. Hayden Mullins is scheduled against our favorite nickname, the human white flag, Chris Flexen, 7-6 with a 4.73 ERA. Flexen for the Brewers. Brewers are 6 games over 500 at home. This one's at American Family Clubhouse in Milwaukee. Last series you are betting on for this special broadcast of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show, eMLB SportsNet style. Reds will take on the Giants. Andre Palant on the hill for the Redbirds. The Red Stockings. You know all that stuff. The Redbirds are the Cardinals. Boy, I just pissed somebody off in the chat. Giants will send Sean Gell to the hill. He's 6-8 with a 5.15 ERA. That one is the late game. So again, last breakdown before I hit the sim button. You've got about 60 seconds to put your bets in. All you have to do in chat, 4 teams, Detroit or Boston. Who wins that series? Detroit or Boston? Reds, Giants. Cardinals, Mets. And finally, Cubs, White Sox. There's your choices. Pick the winning side. 25 balls of yarn if you're right, no damage if you're wrong. This is just for play tonight. Remember the bonus. If you are here and the Athletics win 2 games against the Rangers, if Danny Smith Magic works tonight, then everybody in the chat gets 50 balls of yarn whether they played or not. That's the bonus. He pitched this weekend and it was awkward. Pretty funny. Exactly. We'll be like Oprah per Rob Deere. You get balls of yarn. You get balls of yarn. You get balls of yarn. Indeed. All right. Let's do it. Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Comes after 2. 6, 1. Simming. No more bets. Bets are in. Sadier, feel free to send those over to me. Not me constantly refreshing Discord because of your trade talks. Okay. Am I going to be getting some wallops? Some doozies? You need to get a baseball signed by guys on your 2025 eMLB Reds. That would be funny. That would be funny. If you start doing that, JR is the most likely to do that. Gonna do it again. He knows I do it every time. If you're wondering why he's most likely of any one of us to do it here, well, he works in the front office of the Cincinnati Reds. Don't give him any crap. He's already dealing with it enough. I know what's going on out in Cincinnati. Do not bug him about that. He has no control over it. He's senior director of communications for the Cincinnati Reds, so obviously he gets the opportunity to see a lot more baseball players than we do. That'd be cool if you started having autographs from ball players, whether they're Reds or whether they are fantasy players. It would be really cool if you have all that. So, well, yeah, I mean, I've been seeing a lot. I'm paying attention to what's going on, and when I see what's going on and that the guy with the paper bag being told to take it off or he'll get his season tickets banned and all that stuff, ugh, that ain't a good look. That is not a good look right now. All right, so the scores have already been posted to the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you don't know how Game 1 has already gone, so now we will show you. Here's the action from Monday, Day 1, so you'll know how you're doing so far. But we're going to look around the league, starting with the Baltimore Orioles. Not just beating the Rockies, holy crap, they lambasted them. Ravens defeat the Broncos with 4 field goals by a 12-0 score. The nutball, Jim Reed, will get his 10th win on the year. He had a little help, not just from Nick Spence's 17th, but Nate Lowe goes deep 3 times. Hat trick. Hat trick indeed. Nate Lowe, 3 home runs to get to 18 on the year. It's a 12-0 victory for the Orioles over the Rockies. Blue Jays will defeat the Padres 3-2. Connor Sadzik earning the victory in that one. Travis Bergen gets his 23rd save on the year. Jacob Amaya, got his first home run of the season. Might even be of his career. I'm pretty sure it is. The 26-year-old went deep for the first time ever. Congrats to him. And that is Eloy Jimenez with his 3rd home run on the season. One of the first series to bet on went 14. So the Tigers will beat the Red Sox by a 3-2 score. It required 14 innings to do it. You see home runs from Riley Green as well as Bobby Witt Jr. got his 15th homer of the year. Carson Palmquist earned his second save of the season. The win goes to Dick Lovelady.
That's what she said.
Obviously. Richard Lovelady will get his first win on the year as the Tigers will beat the Red Sox 3-2. So if you pick Detroit so far, you're closer to 25 balls of yarn right there. Unfortunately, Rangers defeating the Athletics 14-2. They gave up a safety early on, but that was it. Couple touchdowns to enable Hans Kraus to confidently win his 8th on the year. Rangers will defeat the Athletics 14-2. Home runs from Anthony Volpe, Danny Bradford, and Edgardo Rodriguez. So, if the Rangers win one more, then there will not be the bonus that we were awarding earlier. Just checking. Sorry, got to keep checking the phone. Again, that's why there's no beer tonight, because I've got to go drive and pick up my daughter and my bonus daughter, I will call her, very shortly. Cubs did beat the White Sox 3-0. Most of the offense came late in the game. Brent Honeywell stuck around long enough to earn his 8th win on the season. Unfortunately, Zhu Xiaomeng takes the loss in that one, his 3rd. Ricky DeVito did get his 4th save on the year. Again, 3-0 Cubs over the White Sox in that one. The Astros defeating the Yankees by a 4-2 score, but this one required walk-off style action. Gavin Lux gets a 2-run walk-off home run to help the Astros go home happy against the Yankees 4-2 in that one. Edwin Diaz gets the win in that one. Finally, in the American League, the Angels will defeat the Royals by a 6-4 score. Sean Clisby gets his first win on the year and cut the ERA down by about 19. Yeah, his ERA was 27 coming into this one. It's now down to a less loftier 8.31. The Angels getting home runs from Drew Mendoza, Brandon Marsh, and Matthew Lugo to win over the Royals 6-4. In the National League, the Phillies will defeat the Marlins in drama style 3-2. Marlins came roaring back, getting 2 in the bottom of the 9th, but fell just short, as the win will go to Alex Claudio, who's 2-1 on the year. Will Smith slapped the Marlins around. He rocked them. 28th save on the year for Will Smith. I'll move on really quick. Mets defeating the Cardinals 4-3. Zach Hughes, the deranged one, will get the victory in that one. He is 2-2 on the year, handing Johnny Lasagna the loss. Lasagna's first loss on the season, pun level indeed. And he probably did face the real Will. No, he is the real Will Smith. Chances are, isn't Will Smith just his pseudonym name or his stage name? Who knows? I don't care. I really don't. Evan White got the home run for the Cardinals, but home runs from David Dahl and Brandon Nimmo were the difference in this one. Mets go home happy. Brewers will defeat the Diamondbacks 3-2. We had 2 home runs from Ha-Sung Kim in the losing effort. Both were solo shots. The last one tied the ball game, but the Brewers come back and get a home run. Somebody hit a walk-off home run. Can't check. You guys can maybe let me know in the box scores. Keston Hiura, George Springer, and Darius D-Mac McKenzie, all with home runs for the Brewers. Steve Parkerson got the win in relief. Last game on the docket, which this one counts towards the betting process tonight. The Giants will shut out the Reds 2-0. Sean Zhell outduels Andre Palat in what was a pretty good pitching matchup. 2-0 victory for the Giants. Again, Sean Zhell earning his 7th win on the year. Austin Adams got save number 16. All right, there is day 1 done. Let's check the injury log to see if we have anything known. Freddie Zamora got a hand contusion. He's expected to miss a week. Eddie, I don't know if you want to make an alteration based on that. Again, I'll allow it if you choose to. If you say no thanks, we're good. Again, mild hamstring strain for Mackenzie Gore. Just needs a day off, but he's a starter. He'll be fine. And Wilfredo Castillo, he has mini COVID. He's got a cold. Okay, no sign of the kiddo yet, so we're getting ready to press on to day 2, just waiting on Eddie. Okay, over to Miami real quick. Did you want him to be... No, you don't want him on the IR. You just want him resting, right? Do you use the 7 days? No, you don't. Okay, so... that's the Mora. So you want Adam in at second. And you want Jenkins. Andrew Jenkins, you want him as the DH. Do you want them right there? Okay. So just insert them and you're happy with that right there. All right, you got it. So at least give you a fighting chance for the next 2 days. Why not? We'll give you that at least on an eMLB SportsNet edition of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show tonight. Day 2 action. Now a couple days away. Look at Extreme breaking out 7,000 balls of yarn. Any time now, Lion-O may be summoned into the chat. Okay, just reading a couple of things to make sure I'm knowing where everyone is here. There it is. Thundercats have been summoned to come in. Ward off those samurai dogs. I mean, it's not like the samurai dogs hire Mumra or anything. And a mega boost just applied, so that's a +6 going to Extreme. He's just turned in 5,000 balls of yarn, and normally 1,000 balls of yarn gets you a +1, so instead of a +5, he gets the extra boost. That's a +6 going to Extreme. I know we're going to put that to good use here pretty soon. Nice work. I think going to be very happy for Sadie here as he continues to see the work that Extreme keeps putting in on the player. Alrighty, so day 2 action. Back to Baltimore we go. Colorado taking on the Orioles. Casey Mize, I think that's his debut for the Orioles, is it not? Yes, it will be. Casey Mize makes his debut after being traded from Seattle over to Baltimore. We've been hearing that Baltimore has been thinking of going with a 6-man rotation to rest up Jim Reed and Ethan Knight more towards a postseason run here. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Mize making his debut tonight. Antonio Senzatello will try to wreck it for him. This one is in Baltimore at 7:05. The Padres will take on the Blue Jays. Jacob Nix is on the hill. Zach Lee for the Blue Jays. He's been one of the brighter spots this year. 6-2 with a 3.36 ERA. Tigers, Red Sox again. Tigers winning the first game in that one. Framber Valdez is 9-3 with a 3.36 ERA. Denny Reyes opposing him, 5-6 ERA, just under 5. Nationals will defeat the no, they haven't even played yet. Nationals will take on the Indians in more interleague action. Dane Dunning has had a tough year, 2-8 with an ERA just under 5. He's got the illusionist Joe Diggs to face. Diggs is looking to be the first 13-game winner on the season in the majors. 12-3 with a 3.39 ERA. Oakland taking on the Rangers. You want the A's to win this one, so there's still a chance. Again, if the A's win 2 out of 3, 50 balls of yarn awarded to everybody. We go Oprah style. Everyone will get balls of yarn then. But you need the Athletics to win this one, or else that is off. You wish the Nationals would defeat anyone. Okay, that's fair. So again, the Athletics will take on the Rangers. AJ Labas will oppose Sean Reed Foley in that one. Braves taking on the Twins in some more interleague action. This one from Minnesota and Letarge. Emerson Hancock is on the hill for the Twins. He's 7-7 with a 4.19 ERA. Sean Newcomb has not enjoyed the season. He's trying to avoid his 12th loss on the year. He'll do that against the Braves. Braves, basically, most of their losses are on the road this year. The hiccups, water hiccups, I tell you. Cubs, White Sox do battle again. This is the last game at Guaranteed Rate Field. The next part of the series will go to Wrigley Field. Braylon Marquez will oppose Denny Martinez. Martinez 9-5 with a 2.77 ERA. He's been a bright spot for the White Sox all year. Yankees will take on the Astros. Clark Schmidt scheduled for the Yanks. Aaron Nola for the Astros. Nola with a mid-4 ERA and a 6-8 record. Astros, again, may be looking very carefully at tonight's sim to determine whether or not there is any trade going on here. Then the Angels will take on the Royals. Showtime in Kansas City as Shohei Ohtani will be on the mound for the Angels. 6-8 with a 4.54 ERA. Far off from the 22-4 record he had last year. Proof that a Cy Young campaign just runs right through you. It just wrecks you. Kyle Hendricks will oppose him. The former Angel will take on his old mates. Hendricks now 5-9 with a 5.42 ERA. Interleague action from PNC Park as the Mariners will host the Pirates. Judge Dozier returning to PNC Park, this time as a member of his hometown Seattle Mariners. Dozier originally from Spokane, Washington. Mariners will take on the Pirates. Joe Musgrove is scheduled against Santiago Flores in that one. According to FIP, Ohtani is actually pitching better. Let's look at that. FIP, yeah, he is 3.63. That is very scary. Your client's hard work is paying off. All right, so we just did Mariners Pirates. Phillies will take on the Marlins. Chris Jones on the hill against Sandy Alcantara. Boy, Alcantara's art imitating life indeed if you've been watching it. 6-7 with a 4.07 ERA for Alcantara. Cardinals will take on the Mets. Jeremy Frank, 10-3 on the year with a 2.70 ERA. They'll take on Eric Carpenter. Carpenter, 8-8 with a 4.24. Thought Carpenter was scheduled for the third game. Looks like he got moved up. Oh, you're not throwing propaganda out there, are you, Cardinal? Because we haven't heard that. Better to come from the GM's office. Like we did with Crazy Coach, because Coach was informed ahead of time that he was getting the start in the last one. Ooh, okay. We'll see how that goes. Sorry, just had to look at something really quick here. We're on to the Diamondbacks at the Brewers. Jimmy Hernandez is a 1.0 legend, starting off his career just right with the Diamondbacks. He's 1-0 for the Rattlers with a 3.27 ERA. He'll oppose Hunter Cope in this one. Cope 2-1 on the season for himself. Proper Ganda, yes, indeed. Is that what you call a bunch of obedient gooses? Proper gander. Oh, anyway, sorry. Rays will take on the Dodgers in this one. Hi, Alex. Alex only responding to bad dad jokes, apparently. Yanson Guerrero will take on the man that always gets the extra special pomp and circumstance. Blake Snell. Snellzilla is in the house for this sim. He's 8-9 with a 4.31 ERA. Got to keep myself up to speed on. Yes, good stuff. Do not fire the commish, please. Do not, because, well, it'll be really hard for the chair to do the stream. You know, the arms just don't reach. Kind of bought a T-Rex for a chair. short-armed. Reds will take on the Giants. Again, that one has implications towards your betting process. If any team wins their second straight game in the series, you're automatically a 25 ball of yarn winner. We'll do the tabulations afterward again. You need the Athletics to win this game in order to keep the streak or the threat of everyone winning 50 balls of yarn just for being in attendance alive here. Reds will take on the Giants. Tyler Baum scheduled. He's won his last 2 appearances after starting 0-5. Jeremy Hoxie is 7-4 with a 3.73 ERA. Probably the most consistent starter the Giants have thrown out this year. Not named their new kid, Ethan Candela. All right. Time to... No, that's not a text, is it? No, it's not a text. Okay. All like worried the kid's going to say, I'm out. Come get me. All right, Simon. Cody, where you want coach? Rookie? Which rookie? Does it matter? Oh, that's right. I'm going to put them in your rookies for now. Don't mind me. You're right. I will do the swapperoonies off stream afterwards. So, DFAs. Astros. Hey, Grumpy Old was asking, did I sign? The answer, yes, you did. I'm just going to throw you down in the Dominican, or we'll put you in the Gulf Coast. We'll let Ben do the rest from there. Any others with 0 days? I don't see none. Advance the Simo. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, understood. Yes, I know, Grumpy. That was, again, because of Out of the Park changing the draft order on me again after I had preset it. It threw 4 players off, just have to be swapped. That's it. But I had to wait for things to settle. And I couldn't do it just before stream time because if I had done it before, then imported the teams, they would have been thrown off the team, so it just would have been repeating work. So it's one of those, note to do it afterwards. Yes, you have plenty of grumpiness as is. Like that? All right. Day 2, for those of you not in the Discord and not already aware of this, because for the rest of you, this is old news already. The Orioles beating the Rockies again, 15-8 with an 8-run 8th inning. Nick Spence went deep twice. That's his 3rd home run in 2 days. Michael Busch and Nate Lowe. Lowe has 4 home runs in 2 days. So the Orioles are starting to mash the ball big time. Blake Wyman will get the victory in relief. 3-4 on the year for him. 27 hits total on the day overall. Jays defeating the Padres 2-1 on solo shots from Aaron Judge and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Asher Kim did get a home run in the 4th inning. That was also a solo shot. Zach Lee gets his 7th win on the year. Travis Bergen, his 2nd save in as many days, now 24 on the season for him. Red Sox beat the Tigers, so that one is tied up, if I recall, 8-2 with Eduardo Rodriguez earning the victory, now 9-6 on the year. Rafi Devers got his 21st home run for the winning side. Indians beat the Nationals 10-3, or is that the Cleveland Browns beating the Washington Commanders 10-3? You know how it goes. All right, Indians defeating the Nationals 10-3. Riley Farrell getting the victory in relief. home run from catcher Bo Naylor, who's trying to get out of that cold spell that we saw him in yesterday as the Indians played against the Orioles and won in that one. Athletics beat the Rangers 7-3, so there's one. A's need to win tomorrow, and if you're in the chat at the time it happens, 50 balls of yarn to everybody. Everybody gets 50 balls of yarn. We go Oprah style on that one, so you still have a fighting chance for it as the Athletics beat the Rangers 7-3. AJ Labas earns his 7th win on the year. Had some offensive help. Will Cabrera, Chris Bryant, his 5th, just his 5th. Jameson Hanna, who was an all-star, got 2 on the game 6 home runs on the season for Jameson Hanna. Braves defeat the Twins 13-4. Sean Newcomb earns his 5th win on the season. A lot of offense on this one. All Braves home runs. Ronald Acuna, Tyler Walls, Christian Pache, Freddie Freeman, Brian Goodwin. That is Brian Goodwin, right? Yeah. And 2 from Antonio Alvarez. Alvarez mashing the ball big time for a rookie. 24 home runs on the year for him. So we had 7 home runs all by the Braves in that one. And why is Alvarez? Are you kidding me? All right. Why didn't he update his darn jersey? I don't get you, OTP. All right, where are we? Oh, we're back up here. Okay. Cubs defeat the White Sox 4-3. I think that is cinching that one, isn't it? I think the Cubs have already won 2, if I'm correct. Ken Herbeck Jr. Hey, there's that kid. Danny Smith Jr. hits his first of what could be many home runs. The Cubs will defeat the White Sox 4-3 in extras. Ricky DeVito got a save in yesterday's game. Now 5-0 on the year. 4-3 win for the Cubs, despite Joey Best hitting his 28th home run of the year. Break a leg, kid. Literally. Rude. Or, that's pretty grumpy of you. Astros will defeat the Yankees 5-3. Aaron Nola will earn his 7th win on the year with a little help from Byron Buxton, who got his 10th home run on the season. Finally, Royals will beat the world champion Angels 6-5. Kyle Hendricks will beat his former club. Shohei Ohtani, his 9th loss on the year. Home runs from Andrew Vaughn, just his 11th on the season. Tony Bernazard, the impressive second baseman youngster, got his 3rd home run of the year. Mariners will defeat the Pirates 8-4. Was hoping for like 3 home runs from Judge Dozier for a heck of a story, but nope. Pepe Clark, Reggie Allen, Pedro Serrano combining for home runs. Edgar Barrios hits his 30th in the loss. Serrano and Barrios' homers were each 30 on the year. Phillies will defeat the Marlins 6-2. Chris Jones earns his 7th win on the year with a little help from Andy Yerzy. Yerzy, the catcher, gets his 8th win on the season. Cardinals will shut out the Mets 5-0. Jeremy Frank just continues to keep on rolling. 11-3 now on the season. He had plenty of help offensively. Matty Wallner with a homer. Gunnar Henderson with a homer. Dominic Aguilera, my son, got a home run as well, his 19th on the season. Brewers will defeat the Diamondbacks 9-6. Kyle Crick, he's got a crick in his neck and a win for his efforts. Brewers will defeat the Diamondbacks 9-6. Keston Hiura went deep twice. He's been starting to feel it of late. Christian Yelich and Phil Aiken also with homers. Hey, Adrian Danini, a dormant community creative player, did get his 2nd home run of the year. Dodgers will defeat the Rays behind my big old head 5-1. Snellzilla earns the W. 9 wins on the season for Snell, as he will beat his former club, the Rays, by a 5-1 score. Heston Kjerstad, playing his first game as a Dodger, or his first series as a Dodger at least, gets his 5th home run on the year. Jimmy Mayhall got a homer in the 6th. It was a solo shot in the losing effort. Yay, Fluffy. Fluffy's out. Nice job, gang. Reds will defeat the Giants. That series is tied at 1-3-2. Tyler Baum, 3 straight victories now for him as he outduels Jeremy Hoxie in a 3-2 effort. Both teams now have 1 game in that series, so still live on who wins that one. All right, let's check the injuries. Dan Mortal injured while pitching. Daniel Cabrera was injured on a defensive play. We don't know the extent of it yet. Dan Mortal has a sore ankle. The reliever is day-to-day for 4 days. Fluffy took your yarn. Where? Look at Aiden keep dropping the subtle hints. The subtle hints that he got business going on. He got business, business going on. Typity, typity, typity. Insert Jim Carrey, Fast Bruce Almighty. Insert the typey cat. That's what he's talking about. He busy in the background. He's trying to sell something. Now, of course, you're not the only one with business going on. If you're not doing anything tonight that's eMLB related, I don't know. Keyboard rage sound button. Yeah, that too. All right, so final day of the sim. Friendly reminder. GMs, I'm not advancing the day. When you get the file, it'll say it's July 30th. There's a reason. Tomorrow, friendly reminder, 6 o'clock. Less than 22 hours away. Trading deadline for the 2025 season is coming up hard and fast at 6:01. Don't send me a darn thing. And don't send me something at 6:01 Pacific and say, but you didn't say it was Eastern. It's always Eastern for me. So, you have until 6 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time tomorrow to send in your deals to be reviewed. You better be available if I need clarification or an alteration of your deal in order to make it acceptable. I'm still reviewing trades. I will do my best. I had 1 cancellation, 1 rescheduling of an appointment tomorrow, so I have a little extra time, a little, not a lot, to be able to do a little bit of announcing some of the trades. I feel bad that not all trades, because Anju's feeling picked on, that I did not announce a recent trade he did. I apologize. I'm working my best. But we're getting to announcing the deals. So again, if you're not in the Discord and you want to know what trades are going down right now in this fast-paced, moving environment we're in, there you go. Not to mention, yes, Neville is a big name, and I didn't get the chance to do any announcing on him, and I feel bad about that. I still have 1 more deal from from yesterday that I haven't announced, and I have 1 deal that looks like it's a thumbs up today. I will triple check it before I move forward. That's before anything else comes up. All right. So again, I'm not advancing the day, so I'm going to quick play particular games here. In instance of time, meaning just in case the kid suddenly reaches out and says, but Dad, I need you to come get me, where I will proceed with because I won't get done what I want to get done, but we're hopeful. We're hopeful. Let me also make sure I'm set up for where we're going to go afterwards, assuming we get all the way through. I think management would get run straight into Lake Erie if Dex were dealt. Ooh, can't be talking about trading Dexter Morgan here, could we? Doubt it. Womp womp. All right. quick sip of my Propel water, because it just goes down so good like beer, right? You might see a knife in your future. Perfect. But will he see plastic wrap in his future too? Okay, so here's what I will do. I will remove the drama, and I will go right to the games specifically that we have bets. So we'll start with the Tigers and the Red Sox. This one is at 1 so far. Franklin Perez is scheduled against Pablo Lopez in this one. All right, you know where you bet. Where does this one go? It'll be the Red Sox winning 2-1. Good pitchers duel. It ends up going the way of Pablo. Pablo Lopez earns his 9th win on the year. Chris DeMars locking down his 26th save. Not bad for the 22-year-old rookie. Ian Happ got his 2nd home run of the series, 14th on the year, but not enough. Red Sox will be the winners, so if you pick Boston, congratulations, you just earned yourself 25 balls of yarn. For those of you who picked the Tigers, c'est la guerre. You didn't lose any balls of yarn. Although some of you may still be very mad at that result. That's probably the end result. Where? All right, so next one. I'm going to this one after. Cincinnati, San Fran. That one's tied at 1. This one is done. Cubs, White Sox. Cubs have already won 2. So that one's done. Cubs have already won. So if you pick the Cubs, you're a winner. You've won 25 additional balls of yarn. I think all other series are split 1-1, right? Yes? No? Maybe? Cardinals, Mets. Cards won yesterday. Mets won. So yes. Everything else is tied at 1. All right. So we'll go to the Reds Giants first. Victor Munoz taking on Ridge Heisler. It will be the Giants in a 1-0 thriller. Andrew Schultz. Hogan's Hero reference. Schultz will lead the team to the victory. 1-0, just 8 hits total in that game between both sides. Must have been a quick one, too. 1-0 victory for the Giants. So if you pick San Fran, 25 more balls of yarn have just been earned by you. So again, Red Sox, Giants, Cubs. I will quick play this one as well because we already know the result. Or we already know that the Cubs have earned you 25 balls of yarn. Danny Smith Jr., 2 home runs in as many days. Ken Herbeck Jr. as well, now 28 home runs. So the Cubs will win the series. Hey, Joey Bass got his 29th home run, so he's playing just fine. But the Cubs will win the first 3 games of this series. Got to think the Danny Smith effect has made a huge impact already. All right, Cardinals Mets. That's the last one that has betting implications. Then we'll go to the A's Rangers and see if everybody earns 50 balls of yarn. Dakota Hudson against Mitchell Stone. Show offense, Cards. I know it's hit or miss. The Cardinals will win it, but they needed 12 to do so, 4-3. Joe Adell got his 15th homer. Pete Alonso, the polar bear, up to 20 home runs on the year now. Corey Knebel will earn his 5th save on the year, his first as a member of the Cards. Cardinals will win. So again, you don't get bonus for it, but if you selected Boston, San Francisco, St. Louis, and the Chicago Cubs, if you picked all 4 of those, you won 100 balls of yarn. Now the one that you're all waiting for, literally. Tomoyuki Sugano and the Oakland Athletics defeat Cole Winn and the Texas Rangers. If they win this game, everybody is going to get 50 balls of yarn. Oh, shoot. The kid needs me. All right. See you guys later. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Nope, not yet. Dramatically sips. I'm a drama queen when it comes to the eMLB stuff, so. All right. That's enough. No, they don't. 6-1. 6-1. Rangers will win. That's a bummer. That's a bummer, but you know what? It's still fun. It's still fun. Thank you all for playing. I'm still going to give you all, you'll all get 10 balls of yarn for playing along with me, and because everyone had a chance. It was a crapshoot. I thought it would be fun. I wanted to see if the Danny Smith magic might continue. But I'll still give you guys 10 balls of yarn for playing along. That went to everybody who was in the chat, so you still got a little bit of fun. Thanks for ruining everyone's night, Jamie. Jamie's going to get messages in the morning. You're going to be like, what the heck did I do? What's going on here? Be nice to our international guy. Poor guy. All right, so the fun's out of the way in regards to the balls of yarn portion. Hey, Minerva. We'll get a boost for his drafted player, his community created player, Matthew Bellows. Got you there. Good, good. So again, congrats to all of you having a little bit of fun ball of yarn money. It's only 10 balls of yarn, but you get the idea. It's in fun. Why not? All right, so let's have hiccups, Kamish. Let's get to the rest of the games. Apparently, Joe Diggs did not pitch yesterday, so he's scheduled again. Unless he just really likes to pitch a lot day to day. I highly doubt it. But Diggs will take on Bieber in this one, and the Nationals will win it easily 12-2. Joe Diggs beating Justin Bieber, as he did not pitch very well, seeing all the runs allowed early on. 13-3 on the year now for Joe Diggs. You already have 8 working on number 9. Wow. We are just giving away all of the drops tonight. We'll take it. Padres will take on the Blue Jays. Got Jose Manuel Marte battling Travis McGregor. And the Pods will win that one in extra innings, 5-4. Fernando Tatis Jr. goes deep twice, but you see it. You know it's going to be hit. Be ready.
Dragons!
That takes a lot out of you. Jenkins goes deep for his 16th on the year. Danny, you missed the first 2 home runs of Danny Smith's career. He went deep twice, back in 2 games. Doing it already. Rockies will take on the Orioles, the Rex's Tangers. Yes, I like that. Drats. Only us old folk use the words drats. And like confound it. And like, gosh gee willikers. And can say this perfectly. Rocks. Orioles. Orioles will get the victory 8-5 in that one. Is that Curtis Taylor? It is Curtis Taylor getting his his second win as a member of the Orioles already. Yay, look at that. Tony Madrano got his 12th home run on the year. Not bad for the second baseman. Seiya Suzuki, 18 home runs on the season, still trying to go for his National League third batting title. 337 average thus far for him. Only us older people actually know what those words mean. I didn't think they were words at all, to be honest with you. Twins will take on the Braves. They got walloped in the last game. We'll see how they do this one. Both Mike Soroka and Jose Barrios with tough seasons this year. Twins will win 2-0. Good pitching duel, but Barrios will outduel Soroka in that one. 2-0 victory for the Twinsies. Now one game below 500 once more. Astros have the Yankees. Albert Hernandez is, I think, just one career start. Yep, 24-year-old, one career start, went 6 2/3. He's got Thor on the hill. Noah Syndergaard. Get off my lawn! I'll kill you to death! Nope, that wasn't her. All right. Astros will get the victory 9-3 as Thor will go to 8-7 on the year. Got help from Kevin Prue. 2 home runs on the game for him. Gavin Lux has 2 more home runs in this series. Now 6, just 3. Doubled his home run total just in this series alone. Astros now 5 games over 500. Angels will take on the Royals. Greg Briggs doing battle against Matty Mac McClendon. It's been a tough year for McClendon. We'll see how he does against Briggs. Briggs will get the victory, 10th win on the year. It's a 6-3 victory for the Angels. Home runs from Brandon Marsh, Drew Mendoza, Mike Trout. 26 on the season. Wrong stat, commish. 531 of his career. History check. Going to the site, which needs to be updated a little bit, but 531 home runs. He's still in 21st place all time. 3 back from Jimmy Fox, 5 back from Mickey Mantle, and 10 away from Big Papi, David Ortiz, on his advancement through the historical ranks. Alrighty, next one. Marlins taking on the Phillies. Anju needs Carlos Correa. I'm Groot. Tyler Dyson is looking for his 13th win on the year. I don't have an answer for you on that, chat. Marlins, if we have time, I will check. If you're here, I will check, but only for our draftees. If I have time. Okay. Marlins will get the win 4-1. I love seeing this. Ruben Carrasco. He was an eMLB on the show player that looked so good. He played so well. I carried him over into here. Ruben Carrasco looking solid with 14 home runs. He just needs to start to hit better. Just a 200 average to this point, but it might have been taken a little early. We'll see. But nothing like trial by fire. He hands Tyler Dyson his 8th loss on the year as Alek Manoah gets the W for the Marlins. Rays will take on the Dodgers. The pride of Tewksbury, Ben Spears, doing battle against Freddie Peralta. And Spears will outduel Peralta with a 4-2 win. 7 wins on the season now for Ben Spears. Had home run help from Murdoch Aldrich and Fritz freaking Flaherty.
Watch your language, you bud. We're on the air.
That mangy feathered varmint always forgets we're allowed with Fritz Flaherty. I think he just makes sure he gets his pay proper. All right, we know about the Giants. Mariners will take on the Pirates. Wow, this is a good one. This one would be a good game to watch. Cecil Studcan, Trail Community Creative Player of Ryan Hetzer. Based on the inspiration, us old guys who watched HBO growing up will remember the show Long Gone. That's who we based it on. William Peterson from NCIS fame. No, is it NCIS or CSI? CSI fame, excuse me. William Peterson was originally Cecil Stud Cantrell before. Cody Koshin. Well, we know who that is. He's a two-way stud of this league. Let's see how this one goes. The Mariners will go extra to defeat the Pirates by a 4-3 score. Whew. Just claimed my drop just in time. I almost missed it by that much. Here's to you dying again. You always die. Well, I don't know. Edgar Barrios did get his 31st home run in the game. Boy, what a game. Both teams scoring runs late in it. Mariners will win 4-3. One more game on the docket. Again, we're not advancing the day. Diamondbacks will take on the Brewers. Trevor Bauer will do battle against Robbie Ray in this one. And this one goes extra too, but the Brewers will win 3-2 in 11. Steve Parkerson will get another win. He's won 2 games in this series alone, 3-4 on the year, as he hands Rob Rasmussen his 4th loss on the year. All right, I'm going to check the injury log. A fair amount. Juan Carini injured at a base. We don't know the extent yet. And again, you won't know these until tomorrow because I'm not advancing till the 31st until after the trade deadline. Jason Ballou injured. We don't know the extent. A sore thumb for Oscar De La Cruz. He'll just be sidelined for a day or two. Mike Soroka, sprained ankle, may be good to go for his next start. Matt Chapman, injured in a collision at a base. It's day-to-day. It'll affect him for 2 weeks. You'll get to look and see what you'll do with him, though. Bob Neiman hit 2 home runs in his first 2 MLB at-bats in 1951. I have a feeling Danny Smith Jr. will top Neiman's 17.4 career WAR in the eMLB. I love the obscure references. Thanks, Cito. I love that stuff. Albert Almora has some hand soreness after throwing a ball. No, I don't buy that. He's day-to-day, expected for 4 days. Hey! Extreme apparently loves a gourmet burger because he just gifted one. Yes, he gifted someone who named themselves Gourmet Burger, as well as Kaz Cappy. Congratulations, you got bonnets, even though the bonnets did not get thrown around. One of these days, I will figure out why that alert does not work that way. Celebrating 2 dingers. Well, we appreciate your celebrating that. And now we've got grumpy old Brian's hanging out here. We also have grizzly old dudes that hang around here as well, too, as he gets a bonnet landed on him as well. So thank you very much, both Extreme and Danny Smith, for the nice gifted subs that you have thrown out and about. Oh no, the great Hambino. Injured running a base. It's a minor one. He'll be fine. Mild abdominal strain, you know. That must be the wife. Hold on. I just got Nest notified that someone's at the front door, but I'm pretty sure that's the wife taking the dojo. Yep. I could go live and wolf whistle at her, but then she'll probably like punch the Nest or something. So, all right. Let's see. So we have just a little bit of time, not a lot. No more than 10 minutes. I'm going to shut down and upload the stream. Oh, wait. No, I have a little work to do, so I'll have to do it after I come back. Might be able to do that. Possibly. All right. So, we have a little bit of time. Just draftees. Grumpy Old, we know, has signed. Chad was asking, Shoot, shoot. Make sure I don't forget player name. Sean Thornton. I should have known that one. I'm a Bruins fan. Sean Thornton looks like he has signed. Yeah, he signed with the Angels. Hey, Mike. Evening. So, Sean Thornton has officially signed with the Angels and is just awaiting assignment. Again, rookie ball is just getting ready to get started here. Brent Utley, Brent 32, who's here, has not officially signed with the Red Sox yet. We'll see how that negotiation goes. So people who don't have a dash next to him. So Jerome Powell, he's a person who left the Discord, has not come back. Signed by the Cardinals. Don't know if he'll ever return, but he has not signed officially yet. Yeah, recircle back with me, Chad. I think I saw your message earlier. I apologize. I probably still have about 15 messages I have not checked yet that I'm doing kind of in an order as I can get to them. So let's see. Who else shows is unsigned? Is a Juicin has not been signed yet. That's from Old and Slow. He is a 4th round pick with the Marlins. That's it. Oh, well, Jason Hawthorne. That was by Stinkins. Also with the Marlins. So the Marlins so far have 2 players that have not officially signed. Ask for what? Well, he can still sign you, and he does not have to trade you. The Red Sox. Oh, you're talking. Well, don't forget, he can also play first base. Yeah, if you did not get called, if you don't see a dash, then you've signed. So Eric Von Cohn has signed his signing bonus, $1.2 million as a 2nd round draft pick. He was 34th overall in the draft. Credits. We'll do fine. Yes. Okay. But Brent, keep in mind, the way, like real baseball, you've got no say in it. You sign with the team, that's the risk you take. If he doesn't want to sign you, you'll go back in the draft pool and your player will do this for 6 months. 6 real life months, because it'll probably take that long before we get back to the next draft. You can build your player up during that time, but again, this is how much say you have. None. Because the Red Sox drafted you, you've got 6 years of service time to go by, so asking for a trade doesn't get you anywhere. So this is the first thing I'll say for anybody. If you come here and try to dictate policy, you're gone. Because it doesn't work that way. As a professional, teams have to fill their rosters. They have to fill their organization. I understand a 10-year player, but again, a player that can play at another position. You're going to be mad if Danny Smith is covering the position you're at? Again, you're an asset. You can be put anywhere. You could also try other positions as well, too. What if you might be better as a shortstop? What if you're open to playing left field? So, working more with a GM versus trying to dictate an ultimatum, and definitely anybody that I ever find out that says, if you don't do this for me, I'm not going to do anything. I don't obligate anyone to do anything anyway, and if you come across in a condescending manner, then you're going to lose rights to your player, and I don't care if that costs me that person being a part of the league. So as a courtesy, as a professional reminder, be nice, be kind, and play along. It's a game. You can put as much into it as you want, as little into it as you want. And when I say much, I'm not referring to money. I'm referring to your time and energy and your fun factor. You do what you feel is right, but do it tastefully. So just, if it's any consolation, TJ Hooker, community created player of T-Sibs. TJ Hooker, Yankee fan. Yankee fan. So it's fun, and I've had a Red Sox fan drafted by the Yankees. Ace Defoe, who's now with Miami. I think you've got him right, Eddie. Ace Defoe, if I recall. Player development, quick peek under the camera. Yep, Ace Defoe. He was a Red Sox fan who ended up being drafted by the Yankees originally, and it was kind of a funny yuck about that. So, yeah, again, if you didn't see this is, oh, you know what? Let's do this. I had all players. So again, here's who hasn't signed. Now with looking at pitchers as well. Ryan Tecker, Dishnet's player with the Indians, has not officially signed yet. Yeah, we want to play roles. Play roles. Just have fun with it. Just like, Jake Kuhn is playing his role perfectly. I might knife you, if you trade me. That was perfect. So, okay. Jerome Powell, we saw. Is it Juicin? Jason Hawthorne. Blake Bortles, Wits player. Blake Bortles, the greatest quarterback in Jacksonville Jaguars history, right? If you've seen The Good Place, you know what I'm talking about. So, first round draft pick for Witt, his own community created player, has not formally signed yet. That's it. If you did not hear your name, congratulations. You made it. So, for Gargo, whoops, see, I pressed the anvil. So, Gargo, you're in Danville, which is in the Braves organization, so you're already started off. There you go. You're 1 for 4. So everyone's career is already starting off. I have like 2 minutes, so let me throw this out here, and not to make it a priority right now, because I know I could have 5 to 10 players that are going to ask this. Do note, I do allow you access to the file. Again, we're on 22 still for the rest of this season. I do allow you access if you have Out of the Park 22. There is an eMLB guest account. All you need to do is send me a DM with the email address you would like me to send the code to, and you can access the guest account, which does not have a password. It will allow you to look at the league from the OSA Scouts point of view. It may be easier for those of you when you want to boost. You can look at your version of the file. Make sure you constantly download the latest league file. So that is absolutely a way for you to stay more involved and look around the league. And for those of you who want to see how your player's doing and actually look at their game logs and stuff, you can do that. And that way it might help you decide, my contact really hasn't been well. My guy's really below average of where I think he should be. So maybe I will work on his contact some more, or avoiding Ks some more. So it might help you figure out your strategy in whichever way you choose to boost going forward. So throwing that out there as a friendly reminder, everyone is invited to get this file if they want. All you have to do is just send a DM to me and be patient. I will do my best, but again, I'm still in the midst of a busy season, and I'm trying to get my daughter off to college here ASAP. She's a junior, but she's got a pre-college program she's going to, and yes, we're also planning for a big trip as soon as school is done in June, and we're in the planning stage right now. So everything's taking a bit, but as I can, it's not hard. All I have to do is send you from the eMLB guest account, whichever email you tell me. I will send you a code to your email address you provide. Then you can access through the eMLB guest. Again, do it as much as you want. Know the process of downloading files, so pay attention to the Discord and know when sims are complete, so you're at the proper date and you have the most recent information on your player. But that's one way you can follow yourself through your eMLB career. All right. So, gang, that is it. Again, sorry for the impromptu kind of show here. Again, I've got to go get my daughter, who is done with her hard work. She's been busting her butt since January for this Best of Broadway musical that they're doing. High schoolers, middle schoolers, and the local theater agency been busting their butt hard. They've got 3 performances this weekend. So, unfortunately, that probably also means Wednesday is going to be done in this format as well. I will let you know for sure. If she can get a ride home, I will let you know. But that is the plan. She's already had dinner. Someone already provided. I bought over $100 of Dunkin' Donuts for all of them yesterday, and I understand they went all Tasmanian devil on it and ate it all pretty quick. So, that's a good thing. All right. Where are we going? Coach is playing baseball. We have Coach Playa, one of our new CCPs, doing the WWE. Heck, 949 Sim Racing is also on, but hey, you know what? I'm gonna raid Respawn. Respawn is doing, 1 second before I do that. I want to see if he's doing 22 or 23. He's doing 23. It says drops are enabled, so I'm gonna go to a streamer affiliate. Let me send it over to Respawn. Does a lot in the TGC Tours community. He does a lot here. He's starting to do more on Out of the Park. He's a bit of a do it all over the place kind of guy. I like Zane. He's a good dude. He also does a mean kazoo when he wants to. So that'll be it for me. Back to the litter box. I am going. Fluffy Kitty Ninjas do assassinate, and you're looking at their victim. So next time I can find some glue and tape, I'll put my head back on straight. We will be back in front of you. That will be Wednesday. Friendly reminder, tomorrow is the trade deadline. No streaming tomorrow, so all of that information will be in the Discord. 6 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. So we're getting on 21 hours away from the deadline. When we come back Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, whether we do like we did here or we actually have a game of the night, we'll let you know soon. But we'll be back 7 o'clock on Wednesday after the deadline. How you think directs your life. When you think your best, you're going to be your best. So please go and do your best. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Thank you for your time and attendance. We'll see you soon. Peace.
You jackass!